when I talk that you must become a specialist, I'm not talking to you. I'm not telling you that you must collect titles. You can be a specialist without a master. You can be a specialist without a PhD. To be a specialist in the point of view of the industry, you must be able to solve problems. How many times or how many years it will get to become a specialist depends on how many kinds of problems you were or you will be exposed to. As many problems, different kind of problems you solve and you get familiar with, the chances to become a specialist earlier or faster increases. But what helps you to become a specialist? For sure, books, you'll find many of them available there. And once you if you have the opportunity to refine your field of expertise, for instance, if you are applying to EPC companies that deals with oil and gas industry, you can refine or restrict the kind of knowledge that you need to acquire to get to work with oil and gas industry. If you are applying for air separation industry, you have a set of knowledge that more relevant for this industry than other kind of industry. For instance, if you are talking about water treatment. So books is a very good way of getting knowledge. But what I recommend to you to do is getting familiar and create a habit of always reading magazines, because magazines are written by industry people and they are more concise. You in few pages you are able to get some kind of knowledge, and most of them are free on internet. If you go to my YouTube channel, you will find a video where I address some top magazines for chemical process engineers. You may find the link in the description of this video. Another way to get knowledge for working with chemical process engineering plant design is doing course. There are many courses available online. You don't need to be present to do a course nowadays. You can do that online. For instance, if you are interested on learning how to use the Aspen High Seas applied to plant design, one course available is my In-Process Booster training program, but there are many others available online. And other sorts of knowledge that you can get is from papers. They are very, very good when you need to get a specific knowledge about something. For instance, if I'm looking for dehydration, natural gas dehydration, and I Google natural gas dehydration, if you do your research in a correct way, you are able to find some papers that will give it to you some overview and some specific information related to natural gas dehydration. And with that, you will improve your knowledge on that subject. And you can do that with many others. Another way to get knowledge is looking for YouTube videos, although in my point of view, the YouTube video is to give you the direction that you must follow to get deeper in a specific subject. So in my YouTube channel, you will find many videos to you get familiar with chemical process engineering and plant design, but I cannot tell you that you become a specialist with them, because they are just the interesting, they are just the door to you get more familiar with things. If you want to get more familiar, get deeper with chemical process engineering and plant design, for instance, under my supervision, you need to enroll my In-Process Booster training program. And you always have the option to do a master degree. What the master degree will do, in summary, will force you to read books, will force you to read papers, in order that you are able to build your own understanding and producing more books and more papers. And of course, that depends on the kind of master that you are doing. If you are looking for research and development, you will develop some new ideas eventually. And you have the option also to get mentoring. That is not so common way to get knowledge in the industry if you are not an employee already. But eventually you can find ways on having someone that is an experienced chemical process engineer and can give you tips, or you can apply to a regular mentoring program. So the options to find knowledge on internet and prepare yourself to become a specialist is infinite on internet. And the most important thing is that you bring knowledge to your life in a regular basis, and it can be monthly, weekly, daily. As much knowledge that you bring to your life related to the field of expertise that you have chosen, the chances to performing better in a job interview increases, and with that you will be able to get the job, the chemical engineering job in plant design that you wish to.